Hello everybody, I'm here at GenCon 2016 with Todd Rowland from AEG. They have a lot of crazy exciting things happening here I'm super excited to learn more about. But before we do that, we're going to take a second and talk about another love of ours, which is the Doomtown card game.
Yes.
You want to give me a quick update on where that's at?
Sure. We have officially retired the Doomtown LCG, or ECG, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah. ECG.
Mixing up terms there.
Yeah, card game.
We all know what it was. It was a card game. Doomtown, it's interesting because when we released Doomtown base set.
That was about 2 years ago, right?
About 2 years ago, yeah. Had the Doomtown base set been a board game, just a normal board game release, anyone here would have considered it a huge success. I mean, it did great. It came out of the gate like gangbusters.
I remember that.
We had great marketing going for it. We had everything there going for it. And a core group of players developed, but it did not have the long tail that you sort of want to see
in a continually expanding game.
Yeah.
Right?
And so we kept it going. We told a coherent plot line all the way to a climax with the last expansion that's coming out now. But we realized it was time to go ahead and
finish the game.
Cease that out, end on a bang, and then move on to our next project. I personally just want to say a big thanks to the people who did play Doomtown. I had some of them come up to me and say hi this weekend, and we appreciate all their support. It's been a fun 2-year run with it.
Yeah.
We're really glad that they decided to come on board with us with it, and we hope that they'll still enjoy playing the game in the future, even just as a closed environment.
Yeah,
now, so.
and because it is a really incredible game. That's why we were drawn to it in the first place. The depth and nuance there is pretty incredible.
We were really happy with it. It is a deep game, and that may have had something to do with it. It is a deep, slightly heavier game than some to get into in a tournament environment. But for the people who did, they really enjoyed it and got a really rich experience out of it.
Yeah, and the story is remarkable and all that. So, all right. So speaking of your next projects,
yes,
tell me about them. What's going on?
Oh, we have so many things to talk about.
Start with the most exciting.
Okay, so the most exciting thing right now is the one that we just released, the one that we're most excited about, which is Mystic Vale.
All right, Mystic Vale.
Yes.
This game looks remarkable.
So Mystic Vale is a card crafting game.
Okay,
so
tell me more.
What you have is you have clear cards, and you sleeve them together, up to 3 of them, to make a new card effect.
So they're like translucent.
They are.
Like looks like one card when you're putting it all together.
Exactly. It all comes together. And unlike most deck builders, you're never changing the size of your deck. You're going to have 20 cards from the beginning to the end of the game.
You're just changing your cards.
You're changing your cards and what they do. So it is really neat. It gives you so much control over not only the strategy of the whole deck, but the strategy of each individual combo on the cards.
That's wild.
The idea of the game is that you are druids trying to bring life back to a blighted land. It has gone over incredibly well. We had a great support from retail. We've been getting a lot of good feedback from them that it's moving, that people are having a good time with it.
Sure.
We've had great success with it here at the show, and we do have an expansion plan for it in October called Veil of Magic, which will add even more to it. Well, we believe that you want to strike when the iron's hot, right?
Sure.
When there's lightning there,
that's
and
awesome.
People are enjoying it. So
so there's more to come.
There is more to come, absolutely. And not only from this, but since we've done the card crafting system and people have been enjoying it, we already had several games in the pipeline that use that system as an element of what they do. And now they've been able to successfully produce a game using these clear cards that works well. We have so many ideas now.
So there's more coming, right?
Oh, there's so much more coming.
It's an innovation on the deck builder, right? But it opens up a whole new category, really, to design inside of.
Exactly. And from that same designer, John Clare, he has bigger games in mind, games that do all sorts of different things with it. So we're working on those right now.
Okay, well that's cool. I'm excited to check that out. What else you got going on?
Okay, so our other exciting releases,
crazy.
We've released Cease and Desist from Smash Up, just came out here.
Continuation of
Smash Up, which is doing fantastic for us. It clearly has nothing to do with any cartoons or shows we've seen. It was completely new ideas.
Clearly.
Everything.
Yeah, this guy looks totally unfamiliar.
Totally unfamiliar. Never would have thought of it. Laser swords? Who's thought of those? Right?
Yeah,
so anyway.
The inventiveness of this game just is mind-blowing. The flavor is crazy.
Incredible.
All right, so what else? I see Archer over there. What's that?
So Archer, Once You Go Blackmail, is our latest skin for Loveletter.
That's hilarious.
It is a Loveletter game. Now, in this one, however, we use if you played Loveletter, you're familiar that there is at the beginning of each round, you have a card that you remove from the game.
Yes.
And it's just to provide a little bit of uncertainty as to what people may have.
Quite pin it down.
In Archer, that becomes the hidden identity card, and there are several cards in the deck that will interact with the hidden identity in different ways.
That's
either
hilarious.
Letting you swap your card with it, or if you can name what it is and it's correct, then you've won the game, sort of like in a Lost Legacy style.
That's really cool.
It
So
adds that to Archer.
A nice little twist on Loveletter. In the spy, Archer kind of theme.
Of course, and a few of the mechanics even have a little bit of phrasing, so we changed the way they work just to put some bad jokes in there. So
why not? You're there. Go for it.
Why not? Speaking of Seiji and Loveletter,
All right,
we have
we're
the
back.
Loveletter Premium Edition coming in October. Okay, so the Loveletter Premium Edition increases the game from a 2 to 4 player game to a 2 to 8 player game.
That is awesome.
It has new characters, new nobles with new abilities that do all sorts of different
And new
things.
great art, I can see.
And new art, yes. So as you can, whoa, thank you,
Gotcha.
good catch. So as you can see in the box, it comes with oversized cards now.
Wow,
That
look
are
at that-
tarot size.
Look at that sleeve.
Yes, they come with the sleeves.
It comes with the sleeve. I'm
And
a sucker for deluxe editions. This
The
is
cards,
killer.
as you can see, are very thick.
Yeah.
They will hold up to a lot, but the sleeves will help. We do have special heart tokens for the tokens of affection.
Yeah.
Exactly. And some of the new abilities are just fantastic. For instance, there
And you
is
get the nice box.
Oh, and the cigar box style.
Yeah.
You know, classy.
Oh, wait, here we go.
All sorts of classy.
All right.
And so, for instance, there's a character who's a 0 value named the Assassin.
Okay.
And if you have the Assassin in your hand and someone plays the guard and picks you, you show the Assassin
And they go.
they're out.
Wow.
And then you immediately draw a new card. So little effects like that might trip up people who've gotten used to Loveletter.
a little bit of complexity, more complexity to the game, which is awesome.
Exactly.
Super cool.
Before I go on to Valley of the Kings, while we're talking about Seiji Kanai's games,
All right.
we do have a new micro game from Seiji called 8 Epics.
All right.
So 8 Epics is a cooperative dice game.
Okay.
All the players are these different epic heroes, right, who have these amazing abilities, and there is a different threat to destroy the world every round. And the team of the 8 Epics has to face this. Now, to defeat a particular threat, you may have to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 6 dice 3 times. Seems pretty hard, but luckily your heroes have abilities that will help manipulate the rolls, help
Add
change
one,
dice, add
shift it,
more
flip
dice,
it over.
shift, things like that you have to use in conjunction with each other as a team to complete the rolls.
That's cool. So everyone's on the same team.
Everyone's on the same team. Now you can always get re-rolls, but getting re-rolls costs you hit points. So if your hero ends up dying, the rest of the team can continue, but at least one person has to survive through all of the
to
trials.
win the game as the team.
Right, and the rolls may be things like straights like that. In some cases it may be you have to roll 25 or less on 7 dice.
Nice.
So you have to manipulate your dice down low, things like that.
That's really cool.
Really fun, cooperative, you get to work as a team,
And is this out
very
now?
quick. This will also be out in October.
Okay,
We've had several
It's a big
preview
fall.
releases.
Yeah. The fall is coming.
And while we're talking about small games, as a segue now,
Yeah,
we have
this looks
Valley of the
great.
Kings Last Rites. Now, Tom Cleaver has made 3 Valley of the Kings games now, with the original Afterlife and now Last Rites. It's all about you being a pharaoh, trying to stuff your tomb with as much good treasure as you can before you die, because you can't take it with you.
That's how it works, right?
In Last Rites, it introduces many of the court people who would have helped the pharaoh, the architects who would have built the tomb, the historians who would have chiseled all the history of this pharaoh, the priests and priestesses who would prepare the body. And they work as set collection, just like in the previous games. You can mix and match them with the previous games. You can get even more Valley of the Kings fun out that way.
That's awesome. And is this out or is it coming out?
This is out in October. October is our big release month. The only thing we have coming sooner than that, which I don't actually have one here to show you, is Yeti, which we have coming in September. Yeti is a super fun board game where you have a physical mountain. You actually make the 3-level mountain. And you have to roll dice that have special symbols on them in order to climb the mountain to look for Yeti footprints. The higher you are on the mountain, the more multipliers you get to your score. But every time you roll the snowstorms, the little Yeti starts chasing you on the score track. When the Yeti catches the last place player, the game's over. So you want to continue to try to get those points and not let the Yeti catch up to you. Or if you're way ahead, you might want to cause more snowstorms.
So that's just when the game ends.
That's when the game ends.
Whoever's ahead at that point wins.
Right, exactly.
That's a fascinating pressure of time.
It is, and it looks really great on the table. When people walk in and see this little mountain and these little climber meeples and stuff, everybody's really intrigued.
That's hilarious. Well, this is awesome. You have so much going on.
I do.
Check these guys out in October. They have tons of awesome stuff coming
October's
out.
big for
October
AEG.
2016 is AEG's month. Todd, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Good
Zach.
luck.
I
Enjoy the rest of the
appreciate
show. We have plenty more coming from GenCon 2016, so stay tuned.